Hey folks, this is TMI, It's All Alleged on a Monday night. I know most of you don't expect to see me here, but tonight I am in Hatchet Bay and I'm getting ready to talk with Dorian Giles of Hatchet Bay. If any of you have been following TMI, you would recall that he is the gentleman whose story I would have told on one of our broadcasts in relation to the situation with his children. I'm currently at his residence, and he is going to get a full opportunity to tell us exactly what he has had to endure with social services in respect of getting his 3 children returned to him. The children were a controversial matter, and fortunately he won the case when the child that had the issue testified that he had not been honest about what was going on with his father. But tonight I'm going to give you an opportunity to hear from Dorian. I'm going to make sure that you get to hear him tell his story and relate what he has had to endure. With this experience, I'm going to let him tell you what social services has said to him. I'm going to tell you about the interaction that I would have had with social services, because I did speak to social services in relation to his matter. And the officer that I spoke with, a senior officer at social services, told me that they had already communicated with Nassau, that they had evaluated Mr. Giles' residence. They had already checked to make sure that everything was in order with him. They do not understand why the hierarchy of social services refuses to return Mr. Giles' children to him. And it's not just the hierarchy of social services, but the courts ordered that Mr. Giles' children be returned to him, and social services has defied the court order. Now, if this is a person on the streets or somebody in some other matter, of course, the courts would be all over them for disobeying a court order. But here it is, social services is disobeying this court order to return Mr. Giles' children to him, leaving him in frustration and not prepared to even give him a proper update on the condition of his children. Mr. Giles is only aware that his children were sent to a children's home in Cat Island, and he has not been able to get any regular communication with them, despite winning the court case that was brought against him, despite getting the order from the magistrate to have his children returned to him, despite social services examining his residence and determining that it is fit for his children to live here. And so we have to ask, why is this happening? Why is he being treated like this? In our society, we always raise questions about fathers, and we always talk about those fathers that are neglectful to their children, neglectful to their home, neglectful to their family lives. But here it is, you have a father who is interested in his children, who is interested in their welfare, who is interested in making sure that they get the best possible care, but he is now being hindered by the very organization that would be responsible for making sure that children are placed with the best parents, placed in the best possible care. But for some reason, social services is hiding this man's children from him, and no one knows exactly why. Not even social services executives on Eleuthera. They can't tell what's happening. This is all taking place down in Hatchet Bay. And so, in a very brief moment, I'm going to give you a quick disclaimer, and then I'm going to turn the camera on Mr. Giles, and I'm going to let Mr. Giles basically tell his story to TMI followers, to all those persons who are tuning into this broadcast.